Once you get your files to a place where you're happy, it's a good idea to create a clickable prototype with your designs to see how they work in context. Whenever possible, it's a good idea to do some usability testing. It's never too early to get users to give you feedback, and you can revise your designs as needed. Fortunately, technology makes prototyping easy. Depending on which software you're using, you may be able to prototype directly on your workspace. Other ways, you may need to upload files or add a plugin to use a program such as InVision to create your prototype. Once everyone has signed off, it's time to give your files to the developer. You'll likely want to share any documentation, including wireframes, prototypes, and technical notes or annotations. In addition to design files, you'll also be responsible for pulling together the images and exporting the SVG files. Many designers have the best intentions when working on files, but the reality is that despite our best efforts, our working files may get a bit messy from trying out different ideas to not taking the time to label our layers. So you want to build in a little time for some file cleanup before handing them off. If you're working for large companies or as a freelancer, you may find yourself putting together a spec sheet. This can be a PDF document which can serve as a reference document and simple style guide. It should include things like grids, margins, padding and spacing, font sizes and treatments, and the hex colors that are applied to type, buttons, and backgrounds. By having visuals that are marked up, it's easier for developers to understand how to approach the project. Remember, communication is key with all team members. As you build working relationships with developers and engineers, you'll understand each other's working styles. Talk to them and find out what they need from you and which file types before handing it off. Also, just because you've passed along the files, don't expect your job is done. Communication and collaboration should be ongoing to ensure the success of a project.